Good evening, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting here on YouTube. My name is Carl Pascal, and welcome to week number 4 of the Jersey Pro League here on this lovely Thursday night. Hope everyone had a wonderful 4th of July weekend and week, as it fell on a Tuesday this year. But getting into this one tonight, 2 JPL games here tonight, both for the pro division. But first up, we have got XHockey Products versus 43 Oak. A very, very good matchup here tonight. XHockey Products 1-2 on the season so far, with 43 Oak being 2-1, tied for first place in the pro division right now. Just looking at some stats before we get started. Whalen leads XHockey Products with 15 points, while Chen leads Oak with 12. And in goal tonight, a new goaltender for 43 Oak, taking over for the number 1 of Andrew Takis, is Daniel Antal, the NJ Titans goaltender of the NAHL, taking over for Takis. We'll have to watch out for how he plays here tonight as warm-ups rounding out here. A few seconds left in the warm-up. And if you're just tuning in and haven't tuned into one of these streams before, you're watching the Jersey Pro League, a summer pro hockey league, 4v4 hockey, here at the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House in Newark, New Jersey. We stream these games most weeks. Usually it's 2 days a week. Tuesday and Thursday there are games. This is week number 4 of the Pro League. And thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate all the support here, not just for the Jersey Pro League, but for us here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We really appreciate all the support, and thank you for tuning in to these streams. As we get set here for this one. Before we start, just want to say thank you again for tuning in to this stream here tonight. We'll have another stream later after this game set for 8 o'clock. But as we get ready for the opening faceoff here, and we're off. Oak win the faceoff back off the opening draw. Terrain up to Grevy, taken away by Les. Whalen on it now. Whalen lays it back. Pinching in. Tries to go back to Whalen. It's broken up. Sent out of the zone only as far as the stick of Les over to Carfagna. Carfagna dumps it in. Fires Pinchinich. Pinchinich all alone fires, and it's gloved down by Antal. Big opening save for Daniel Antal, the NJ Titans goaltender, being the new starting goaltender for 43 Oak this season. Oak trying to get it out of their zone. Can't do it. Whalen on the doorstep looking for the wraparound, but has to pull up. Fed into the slot. Carfagna's there, but it goes into the corner. Back up to the point. Les able to walk the blue line. Keep it in. Back to Carfagna. Wraparound pass on the backhand. Broken up. Still in the zone, though. Konlov finally settles things down for Oak. Has to go around to Antal. Goes to Terrain on the other side. Oak with their first real possession of the puck so far. Shelling into the zone. Walks in. Tries to fire it across. That one goes wide of Konolov's stick. Werber in net tonight for XHockey Products. Right in front. Puck bouncing around at the side of the net. Nearly taken away by XHockey Products. But still across that one. Big save by Werber with the pads. Konolov back on it again. Galante on his own for Oak. Walks in, fires Werber. Gets that one with the body and decides to hold on to it. Werber 0-2 so far this season with XHockey products. Has a .763 save percentage. And if you want to stay tuned into all the stats, if you can't tune into the games or anything like that, or if you even want to have the stats live in front of you as a live stats page, if you go on the Jersey Pro League website, we have a new stats page as blowing a tire as a defender, 3-on-1 back the other way. Galante with it, goes back to the forehand, and he scores. Just like that, after XHockey products had a ton of possession, Oak take the lead 1-0. Oak take the lead. Galante with the goal. Big goal there for Oak. Taking the lead. Tied for the division lead in the Pro Division right now. Into the zone, looking for a second one. They pull up. Tried to go back up to the point, but it's taken away by XHP. Ivancic with it. Tries to feed it in front, but it's broken up. Still in the zone. Cool. Looking for options. Wasn't able to do anything with it as Silverstein takes it back. Silverstein with room. Skates it himself. Up. Was looking for Terrain, but it's broken up by the defense. Still kept in by Terrain. Terrain tried to send it in front, but going by the stick of Galante. Router with it now. Tries to find it in front. In on goal. And a big save by Antal with the pads. Antal starting strong as Router, shifty little move in the zone. Tries to go back to the forehand on the toe drag, but it's broken up. Silverstein with it. In his own end. Plays it to Grevy, over to Terrain. Terrain decides to just dump that one in, trying to go to work. Les back there to get onto the puck for XHP. Les goes by Konolov. Tries to get it up and out. He does. Konolov with it again, though. Back in the zone. Router's there. Router fires it across for Les. Les walking low, goes in front to Ivan to Pincinich, and they score. Pincinich ties the game up. Excellent passing from Router and Les. Make it a 1-1 game. Tie this thing up at 1 with 12:32 left to go here in the first. Terrain drives that one hard into the zone. Looking for the backhand pass, but it's broken up by Les in the corner. Konolov with it now. Back up to the point. Schelling walks in, fires a shot. That one's deflected in front, and Werber holds on to it. $12:14 left to go here in this first period. Tied at 1 between XHP and Oak. Back the other way, foot race. Whalen skates over the puck, had a golden opportunity, but he overskated it as Delgaizo sends it out of the zone. Was looking for Konolov back the other way. 2-on-0, 3-on-0 even. Walking in, looking to shoot. They feed it across. Big save by Antal, and he decides to play it. That was Les who had the opportunity. Opted to pass. Whalen in front in the slot. Fires one. Big save by Antal again. Standing on his head, Daniel Antal. So far here in this first period. Konolov takes it away. Konolov with Schelling. Schelling walks in. Saved by Werber. Was looking to go low right pad, and Werber got just enough of it with the toe. Back out the other way. Whalen is there, has Pincinich, over to Pincinich. Pincinich all alone, goes back to Whalen, and they score. Or not, as they went off the post. That one bounces in on Antal, and he's going to jump on top of it. Now taken out by Delgaizo. Still kept in by Whalen. Whalen looking for options, dances into the slot, fires the backhand, it trickles wide. Whalen still with it in the corner. Looking to send it across. Cool is there. Cool goes by a defender, drives into the slot. Big save by Antal. And that one finally comes careening out of the zone. Back the other way, Delgado with it. Walks in, saved by Werber. Cool on it again. Up to Sordillo. Goes by Galante, tried to get into the slot. Puck bouncing around, goes to Grevy in the corner. Falls under his skate, Sordillo with it for Cool in front, saved by Antal, and he's going to jump on top of it. Antal standing on his head so far in this first, keeping this game tied at 1. Some excellent, excellent saves from Daniel Antal. Galante with it. Sends it across to Ivanchinch. Driving in, looking for options. They wrap it around Oak. Back to Galante. Galante tries to go back to Felix, but it's taken away. Cool with it on his own. Fires a shot that goes well wide. Still kept in at the point, though, by XHP. They try to dump it further, aren't able to do so. Bouncing puck bobbles around back out into the neutral zone. Sent back. Dumped back in by XHP, not for long. As Oak is going to get there and corral the puck. Looking for some options. They move it up ice. Into the neutral zone. Felix is there. Tries to walk into the zone, but it's taken away. Router with it. All alone. Router in on goal. Goes to the backhand, and it's saved. Router still with it. Fires that one over the bar. Still kept in the zone by XHP. Looking for options taken away by Terrain. Terrain has Felix on the other side, 2-on-2. Terrain pulls up at the point. Wraps it down low, tries to find Felix. Pinned there with Router, taken away by XHP. Long stretch pass meant the other way for Router, but wasn't able to find him. As Terrain's on it again. Terrain to Galante. Still with it, in the zone, has Konolov on the other side. Galante fires, Werber makes the save, and it goes up into the netting. Off the draw, one back by XHP, center round. Carfagna with it. Nice little move with the skates to keep the puck. Carfagna still with it, enters the zone. Tries to go for the through the legs on the backhand. Taken away by Galante. To Konolov. Has to shift it around, goes back to Terrain. Terrain enters the zone, and that one's going to be called for offside as Galante was just over the line. Face-off outside the XHP zone. Face-off won by Silverstein. In the zone. Silverstein with it again. Fires. Werber makes the save. Puck still loose. That one bounces wide of the crease. Sent back in front. Galante's there, but it's taken away. Sent back the other direction, but it's picked off. Still in the zone. That one in front, and that one goes wide. Tipped by Konolov. Great opportunity is that one. Great defensive effort by Whalen to tip that one out of the zone. Bouncing puck goes by Schelling. Got a stick on it. No icing, says the referee. Les goes back to get it. Wraps it back to Carfagna. Looking for the stretch pass. Nearly picked off at the point. Multiple players over skated. Pinch-and-inch on it now. Pinch-and-inch. Back to Whalen. Whalen dances by a few Oak players, sends it to Les. Les has Carfagna. Les to Carfagna, tries to get it to his stick and sends it off the post. Bouncing puck, taken back by Oak. Delgado with it. Crosses the blue line. Tries to go for the spinorama and go by a defender, wasn't able to do so. Carfagna with it, 2-on-1 back the other way. Carfagna with Whalen. Carfagna to Whalen. Whalen not able to get all the shot. That pass ended up behind him, and he couldn't get a lot on it. Delgado with it now. Tries to go for the toe drag, but it's picked off. Pinch-and-inch has that one poked away from him. Delgado bouncing puck, still able to jump on it. In the far corner, looking for Galante in the slot. That one's broken up. Carfagna's there to pick it up now. Carfagna with it. Looking for options. They go back to Ivancic. Ivancic with it all alone. Tried to go to the backhand, and it squeaks through 5-hole and goes in. Ivancic able to put that one home. Past Antal, giving XHP a 2-1 lead with 6:36 left to go in the first. Shots 11-18 in favor of XHP right now. Grevy with it. Sends it up ice. Delgaizo with speed into the zone. Pulls up at the point. Looking for options. Shifty moves at the point. Nearly had it taken away. Now he does by Sordillo. Great defense by Sordillo. Tries to feed it across. Can't do it. Bobbling puck. Still able to keep it. Kept in by Router. Router to Sordillo. Looking to go back to Router. Bouncing puck in on goal. Taken away. Delgaizo with it. Stretch pass up ice. In the zone. Oak pull up. Looking for options. Giuseppe with it. Looking to move it down low. Broken up by Sordillo again. Goes to Cool. Cool tries to find Router for the breakaway. Wasn't able to do so. Playing the puck is Antal. Stuck there with Router. Poked away by Cool by Antal. Risky play there by Antal, but he's able to get that one out of danger. Stretch pass. We're looking for Router from Werber as that one dancing into the zone. Looking for the shot. Couldn't do it. Was Oak. That was Galante with the shifty little moves. Knocked down by Galante, but he's able to get it across. XHP with it again. Looking for Router in front. Couldn't get the stick on the pass. Router on it again, though. Over to Les. Top of the slot. Feeds it down low. In the near side corner. Freeman fires that one and they score. XHP take the 3-1 lead with 4:52 left to go in the first. That was a blast there from inside the circle. Making it a 3-1 game. Shifty little moves now from Galante. Able to keep the puck. Tried to fire it, but it got blocked by Les. Les looking for the stretch pass and blowing a tire was Whalen. Had to stretch out to try and get to that puck. And a nice little move by Antal to play that puck off the back of the net. Whalen on it again. Has 3 defenders on him. Whalen able to keep it down low, below the goal. Tried to go back to Whalen was XHP, but they couldn't do it. Silverstein across. Tried to lay it off for Terrain and Konolov, but was broken up by the defense. Carfagna with it now. Carfagna goes to the backhand and fires it over the bar. Carfagna with it. Tried to flip it up to Whalen. Nearly hit him in the face with that puck, but we continue. Whalen with it back to Carfagna. Carfagna fires that one and goes off the pads of Antal. Carfagna still with it at the point. Cycles it down. Les to Whalen. Whalen tried to go back to Carfagna. Bouncing puck now back to Les. Les to Carfagna. Tried to play it back to Whalen, but Terrain takes it away. 2-on-1 back the other way. Terrain with it. Over across. Galante's there. Tries to go to the backhand. Saved by Werber, and it goes wide. And we're going to get a penalty here as that puck is underneath Galante. And we'll get a tripping penalty here and a penalty shot for 43 Oak. Anthony Galante to take the shot for 43 Oak. Already has the lone Oak goal today. Now up to 12 points on the season. To the left side. Looking back to the middle. Stays on the forehand, and it's saved by Werber. Werber stonewalls the Stonehill player, Anthony Galante. Keeps it 3-1. Konolov, Pinch-Inch in the face-off circle. One forward by Pinch-Inch. Pinch-Inch with it. Tries to dance through a few players. Can't do it. Taken away. Ivancic with it. Tries to feed it back across, but it's broken up. Still kept in by Carfagna. Carfagna to Pinch-Inch. Fires that one. That one goes just wide. I think Antal got a piece of it. Carfagna in the corner. Behind the net now. Had to lay it off. Konolov comes in and takes it away for Oak. Galante still with it. Has Giuseppe with it. In on goal. Whalen makes the glove save. Or I should say, Werber makes the glove save. Bouncing puck still, and they score. Oak get one back. Make it 3-2 with 2:34 left in the second. Or left in the first, I should say. Galante with it again. Over to Konolov. Konolov on his own. Big save by Werber with the pads. Bouncing puck goes back up to the point, and now careens out of the zone. Puck wrapped around. Lifted up and out by XHP. Giuseppe with it. Goes off the legs of Router, still in the zone. Rip pass to Giuseppe again from Galante. Goes back to Galante on the other side. Has Konolov with him. Lays it off. Taken away by Cool, but Konolov's still there. Tries to fire one in on goal, but it's blocked. Cool on it again. Not able to get anything on it as Delgaizo gets it back. Delgaizo tried to push to the middle. Delgaizo still with it. Back up to the point. That one just squeaks by at the point and comes out of the zone. Schelling with it now. Schelling tried to leave it off for Konolov as that one careens off the side of the net. Cool. Tries to turn away from Konolov, is able to do so. Plays it up ice. XHP still looking for options. Cool. Has to wrap back. Schelling there. Over to Router now. In the corner. Router tries to turn it away from a defender. Couldn't do it. Looking for options. Oak now in the zone again. Back up to the point. That one comes out as Terrain is there to collect it. Down to the final minute of play of this first period. Oak now with the lead in shots, 13-12 as Terrain walks in, fires another, and Werber holds onto it with the glove. Face-off one back by Oak, comes all the way out of the zone. Terrain with it in his own end. Final 40 left to go of this first. Nice little turnaround move by Terrain to get by Whalen. Sends it up ice. Oak across the blue line. Gets it poked out of the zone. Terrain's there to collect it. Has Whalen all over him. Taken away by XHP now. Bouncing puck. Freeman corrals it, lays it back. Less to Freeman. Freeman up ice, has it taken away by Grevy. Grevy tries to go across. Oak's still with it. Final 10 seconds left to go. Whalen with it again. Whalen. Final 3 seconds. Whalen looking to shoot, tries to feed it across. Big save by Antal at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first period. After one period, XHP lead 3-2. Shots 14-13 in favor of 43 Oak. Either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting here on YouTube. As we get set for the second period here, just want to say thank you for tuning into the streams. XHP lead 3-2 after one period of play. Shots 14-13 in favor of Oak as we head into this second period. Les with it, up ice. Whalen fires one in, that one off the glove of Antal. Taken back the other way. Foot race. Back the other way. Oak on it. Have to turn it around. Delgaizo all alone with it. Now coming in for help. Grevy, and he scores! The captain pots one home, his second of the year. Able to bury it, makes it a tie game. Off the draw, taken back by Les in his own end. Galante all over him. Les wraps it around. Carfagna. Across, gets picked off by Delgaizo. Delgaizo's there, looking for options. Had Terrain at the point, couldn't find him. Galante. Terrain comes in to help. Carfagna gets it now for XHP. Over to Les. Whalen calling for it. Now he gets it. Whalen in the zone. Tries to drive through in the middle, saved by Antal. Still in the zone by XHP. They wrap it down to Carfagna. Carfagna, bouncing puck. Still with it. Carfagna tries to dance through a few players. It's taken away by Grevy. Terrain with it. Lifts it up to Galante. Galante already has one tonight. Tries to go by a defender, can't. Now taken back by XHP. Ivanchinch. Looking for options. Carfagna has that one picked off. Back the other way. Galante with it. Galante, 3-on-1. Galante not able to get the shot off. Feeds it across. That one goes wide. Silverstein was there. Giuseppe with it. Feeds it to Galante. Back across. Broken up by Werber. Grevy at the point. Silverstein tried to go to the middle. Couldn't find anybody. Grevy with it. Looking in front. That one's tipped wide. XHP, we're on it for a second, taken away by Silverstein again. And we're going to get a penalty here on Oak as Grevy's going to touch up. As XHP will now have an opportunity on the penalty shot. XHP with it. Into the middle. Looking. Go back to the backhand. Shifty move, and they score. What a move with the head fake. And XHP take the lead 4-3. Great little move. Forehand, backhand, able to bury it. Good shoulder fake. As they're able to take the lead once again. Freeman finds Cool on the other side. Cool finds Ivanchinch. Ivanchinch with it. Tries to go by Silverstein. Kicks it to his stick from his skates, but wasn't able to hold on to the puck. Over to the other side. Bouncing puck. Konolov with it. Has Schelling. And Giuseppe. Konolov pulls up, sends it back across the other side. Silverstein with it. Tries to drive through, cutting through a few defenders, able to keep the puck in the corner. Silverstein back to Konolov. Konolov walking the top of the circle till Giuseppe. Giuseppe with it. Walks down low. Tries to go to Konolov, and he fires it wide right on the doorstep. Router nearly fed that one to Silverstein as it's taken away by XHP again. Now Oak take it away. Silverstein with it. 2-on-1 less, trying to get there to be the second man back as that one goes wide. Schelling wraps it down low. Felix trying to play it in front. Konolov's there. Konolov goes back to the point. Over to the other side. Schelling fires one in. It goes wide to the left. Pinchinich trying to get there on the foot race. Has Router on the other side. Pincinich walks in, fires, and it goes off the side of the net. Pincinich still on it now, looking in front for less. Had it in his skates as it's taken away by Oak. Terrain able to tip it wide. In through Terrain. In on goal all alone, and it's saved by Werber. He decides to play it. Carfagna up ice to Whalen, to Pincinich. Pincinich back to Whalen, able to find it, and it's saved by Antal. Still in the zone, Pincinich with it. Over to Les. Les in front, that one gets tipped wide by Whalen. Pincinich looking to go back to the point to Carfagna, but it's taken away by Oak. Delgaizo with it, has Terrain. Terrain lays it back for Felix. Tried to go back to the point, but it goes all the way back to Antal. He's going to glide behind his net. Fakes the forehand, goes to the backhand. Still in his own zone, though. Over to Delgaizo. Delgaizo tries to go by Pincinich with a quick turn on the dime. Couldn't do it. Still in his own end. Now cuts through a few players. Delgaizo has Galante with him. Crosses up. Delgaizo to Galante. Tries to go to the forehand, and a huge save by Werber. My goodness. John Werber stretching out with the pads. Full splits on that one to make the save. .11:01 left to go in this second period. One forward by Oak. Galante won it forward but couldn't keep the puck as it's taken away by Whalen. Whalen walks in, goes to the backhand, and he couldn't get the shot off. It bounced off his stick at the last second. 3-on-1 back the other way. Galante feeds it across to Grevy, not able to handle it. Goes back to Galante, careens in on goal, and Werber's got it. Shots 18-17 in favor of Oak. Still holding the shot lead, but Oak down by a goal. Only by one, though. Already came back and tied it up. Carfagna with it now. Walks in. Goes through the legs, fed it across. Couldn't find anybody. Galante with it now. Has Delgaizo, feeds it to him. Delgaizo not able to handle the bouncing pass. Delgaizo with it. Walks through a few players. Uses his edges to keep the puck. Walks back to the point. Tried to lay it for Terrain. They're not able to communicate the pass. Terrain able to get back on the back check and take it away. Now Cool with it. Cool has it across. They feed it there, but it's broken up by Galante on the back check again. Grevy with it now. Tries to go to Galante, too far from him. In the corner, Galante with it. Tries to get by a few players, able to kick it to his stick and wrap it back up to the point. Silverstein with it, in on goal, tipped in front, puck still loose, and they score. Not sure if that was Grevy or Galante who tipped that one in, but either way, Oak tie this thing up at 4. Once again. Once again tied in this one. Grevy over to Silverstein. Sent across. Grevy with it. Tried to feed it for Konolov, but he wasn't streaking into the slot. Konolov with it now. Back to Grevy. Back to Konolov. Low in the zone up to Silverstein. He tries to put a shot on, but it's blocked. That was blocked by Ivan Chinch. And it looks like they're giving the goal to Anthony Galante, his second of the night. Face-off won by Cool. Tries to go to Router, can't do it. Konolov not able to hold it as Router back the other way. Router versus Grevy, feeds it. Looking to shoot, and they score! What a snipe by Ivanchinch. An absolute rip from in the slot. And just like that, XHP take the lead back. Ivanchinch's second of the night as well. Now up to 5 points this season. Pincinich in the zone, tries to go by Grevy, has to pull up. At the hash marks, Pincinich fed it in to the goal, went off the side of the post. Router there, not able to get it from Konolov. Feeds it across. Grevy with it. Feeds it to Konolov. Nice saucer pass. Konolov tries to find Giuseppe, but couldn't do it. Silverstein to Grevy. Again, saucer pass up off the boards. No icing on the play as Werber came out. Cool with it. Has Pincinich. Pincinich not able to get there as Silverstein does a good job to take it away. Konolov with it. Shelling on the other side. Feeds it to Felix. Felix wires one and it's saved by Werber. Router with it. Tries to find Pincinich. Over on the far side. Pincinich walks in. Saved by Antal. Oak get it back. 3-on-2. Felix with it. Has Schelling. Felix with a shot. Bouncing shot and a huge save by Werber on the dive back. Lost his stick in the process. Delgaizo now taken away back the other way. Whalen with it. All alone. Walks in. Goes back to the backhand and he can't bury it. Looking still all alone. Big save by Antal with the pads. Delgaizo with it now. Tries to walk through a few players, has it sticked away. XHP get it back. Les with it. Les up ice. Able to just get it out of the zone as Terrain gets it now. Sends it up ice to Delgaizo. Delgaizo lays it off. Back over to the other side. Oak with it. At the point, Schelling sends it down low. Felix with it now. In the far corner. Wraps it to the other side. XHP going to get it back in their own end. Kept in at the point by Delgaizo. He walks in the slot, fires one. It goes off the glove of Werber. Still in the zone. Now taken out by Les. 2-on-0 back the other way. Les with Whalen. Over to Whalen, and he fires it wide. Still in the zone. Carfagna with it. Far side circle. Now below the goal line. Wraps all the way around. Carfagna cycling here. Tries to go to Whalen. It goes by him. Still kept in the zone. XHP with it. Danced through a few defenders. Tried to feed it across. No one was there on the other side. Les. Down to Sordillo. Sordillo. In front. Carfagna there. Backhand toe drag. Carfagna still with it. Has to cycle back. Carfagna with it into the slot. Tries to drive there, but it's broken up by Delgaizo. Still with it, Carfagna. Nice little spin cycle on Delgaizo, but is able to keep it. Now lays it off. XHP with a lot of zone pressure right now. Sordillo able to keep that puck. Sent it down low. That one fired across and wide. Puck finally now comes out of the zone. Sordillo trying to keep it away from Delgaizo, and he does. And it's going to get called for offside, and will get a whistle with 5:14 left to go in the second. Face-off one back by Galante. Grevy back to Galante. Through the neutral zone. Galante with it. Lays it off for Terrain. Terrain tried to go to Giuseppe, but it bounced off his skates. Ivanchinch with it. Walks in. Looking to shoot. That one goes wide. Already has two. Looking for his third. Below the goal line. Sordillo there. Ivanchinch there as well. Sordillo able to get it in the corner. Pinned there by Grevy. Ivanchinch comes over to help. Puck still pinned there in the near side corner. Now wrapped out by Ivancic. Over to the other side. Able to keep the puck. Cut away from Giuseppe. Sends it across. Back up to the point. XHP back in the zone again, looking for options. Ivancic with it. Back up to the point. Bouncing puck comes out of the zone. Galante in the foot race, trying to get there first, and he does. Able to keep the puck for Oak now. Sends it across. Sticked aside by Router. Giuseppe there. Sends it down low to Rain. Cycles back to the point. Wraps all the way around. Has to pull up at the near side hash marks. Terrain down low. Giuseppe with it. Lays it to Grevy. Grevy down low. Tries to go back to Grevy. Bouncing puck. Grevy fires one in, and Whalen. Werber holds on to it. .342 left to go here in this second period. XHockey Products with the 5-4 lead. Les into the zone. Tries to drive to the middle, but it's poked away by Silverstein. Grevy on it now. Up by Stakhanov. Over to Silverstein. Silverstein tries to go backhand past Stakhanov, but it's sticked aside. That one goes right through the slot. No one was home for Oak. Up ice. Router tries to poke it forward. Able to jump on top of it. Router has Pincinich on the other side. Over across. Pincinich fires that one off the far side post. Taken away by Galante. He has two as well. Galante with it. Able to keep the puck with a few nice moves. Drives all the way around. Bouncing puck at the side, and then it goes to Les. Les to Pincinich. Able to get by Galante. Into the zone. Pincinich has Router behind him. Crosses up with him. Goes back up to the point. No one is there for XHP. Silverstein into the zone. Sends it in front. Schelling there. Goes to the backhand. What a move by Schelling, and he tucks it home. Ryan Schelling. What a move. Shifty little backhand fake and buries it. What a play there from Ryan Schelling. Makes it tied once again between XHP and 43 Oak. Delgaizo in the zone. Fires another. That one gets deflected and goes out of play. Konolov versus Carfagna in the face-off circle. Won by Carfagna. Schelling able to keep it in. Konolov with it to Schelling. Schelling fires that one off the pads of Werber. Silverstein has to take it out. Able to keep the puck. Sends it forward to Delgaizo. Delgaizo back to Silverstein, but it's called for offsides. Just barely offsides. Face-off won by Oak. Konolov tries to go down low. It's picked off. Only for a second, though, as Whalen lost it. Konolov walks in. Whalen on the back check, able to get a stick to it. Up to Carfagna. Carfagna with it. 3-on-1. Over to the other side. That one goes wide. Konolov, first one there. Has Schelling, lays it for Delgaizo. Delgaizo walks in high slot off the pads, and they score! Schelling gets his second. And 43 Oak take the lead 6-5. Oak have found a way to battle back in this one. The counterattack has been fantastic for Oak. As back the other way again, Delgaizo had it for a second. Schelling on it again. Schelling. Looking. Fed it in front. Puck still loose. Werber not able to get on top of it as it's taken by Cool. In the corner. Felix is there. Has Schelling in front. Schelling not able to get to it first. Taken out of the zone now by Sordillo. Back the other way. Sordillo with it. Walks in. Goes to the backhand. Puts it wide. Played out the other way. Delgaizo with it. Under a minute to go now in the second. Delgaizo tried to go by Carfagna. Has to pull up. Delgaizo still with it. Carfagna able to pick it off. On his own. Carfagna with it. In on the breakaway. Stays on the forehand and he scores. Buries it right over the blocker of Antal. And we're tied once again. .38 seconds left to go here in this second. Tied at 6 apiece. Pincinich tried to find Carfagna. Couldn't do it. Giuseppe with it. Has Galante on the other side. Giuseppe walks in. That one saved by Werber. Got just enough of it and sent it wide as that one's dumped in by Terrain. Galante with it. Tries to go back to Giuseppe on the back door, but couldn't do it as the pass was too hard. As that pass is going to go all the way down. No icing on the play as Antal plays it. Down to the final 5 seconds here of this second. And Oak is just going to eat this one out to end the period. And we stand tied at 6 all after 2 periods of play. Shots 28-23 in favor of 43 Oak. Either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we will have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting here on YouTube. After 2 periods of play, we sit tied at 6 apiece between XHockey products and 43 Oak. A very, very back-and-forth game here in this one to open up the JPL action here tonight. Both pro division games here tonight. After this one, we'll have Team Chima versus Lab Elite Hockey in the second game of JPL action here on this very, very hot Thursday night. Pinch and inch, tried to go to Router down low. Router with it across head, pinch and inch there, pass was too hard. Router on it again, back to Carfagna. Carfagna walks in. Couldn't get the shot off, has to drive around, looking for options, has Router at the point. Router walks in, doesn't have an angle to shoot, pinch and inch able to jump on top of it. Pinch and inch with it, walks down low, fires one sharp angle, saved by Antal. Played up by Grevy to Giuseppe. He plays it back to Terrain. Terrain, long pass to Grevy. In the neutral zone, they play it forward. Galante's there. Able to keep it in at the point. Good job by him. Galante with it. Not able to get the shot off as he went for the toe drag. Whalen back the other way. Has Les. Les with it. Tries to go back to Whalen, but it's picked off by Konolov. Konolov plays it to Grevy. Grevy in the zone. Back to Konolov. Konolov walks in on the forehand and fires it wide. I think Werber might have gotten a piece of that as it actually went over the bar. Grevy on it again. Grevy bouncing puck, sticked away by Werber. Now taken back by Whalen only for a second as Grevy gets it back. Galante on it now. Feeds it up ice to Silverstein. Now it's taken away by Les. Les plays it to Whalen. Whalen in, all on his own, fires it into the pads, bouncing puck. Whalen gets it back, fired it through the slot. No one was there for XHP, and Oak get the puck back. Delgaizo with it across. Silverstein into the zone. Decides to keep it. Into the corner. Goes back up to the point himself. Tries to find Delgaizo in the slot. In his skates. Cool able to dig it out. Cool with it. Nice little moves from Cool to get by a few defenders up to Sordillo. Sordillo back to Cool. Cool with it. Tries to go for the toe drag and get the shot off. Couldn't do so. Konolov on it again. Up to Felix. Felix to Delgaizo. Delgaizo spinorama move, driving into the slot, looking to get the shot off. Can't do it as it's taken away by Sordillo. Sordillo with it. Trying to get through and go by the defense. Was looking to send it across, but it was broken up by the 43 Oak defenders. Felix on it again. Up to Delgaizo. Delgaizo fires that one over the bar. Powerful shot from Delgaizo. In on goal, Pincinich, and he scores! Makes it 7-6 as XHP get the lead back. Pincinich's second of the night as well. A bunch of players all with 2 goals here tonight. Delgaizo with it. Tries to send it across for Galante. It goes wide of him. Cool there to corral it. Blowing a tire is Schelling. As that one's tried to be lifted up to Pincinich, but Oak get it back. Oak in the zone. They feed it across, looking for the 1T, and they score! Great passing play by Oak, and Schelling gets the hat trick. And we're tied once again. Schelling with the hat trick. And now up to 18 points this season, 10 goals. He's with it again. Tried to feed it across, it's broken up. Rauter with it. Rauter and Pincinich. Rauter to Pincinich. Pincinich with it, back to Rauter, not able to handle the bouncing puck. Rauter on it again, back up to the point. Freeman's there, over to Carfagna. Carfagna pulls up, high circle. Plays it across to Pincinich. Pincinich in on goal. Rauter tried to tip that one onto the net, but it went over the bar. Freeman with it, back up to the point. Pincinich there. Pincinich to Carfagna. Down low, Carfagna has Freeman crashing on the other side. Tried to go to the backhand, but it was broken up by the defenders. That was Schelling. Carfagna still with it. Cuts through a few defenders. Pulls up, tries to send a backhanded pass across. Couldn't do so. Pincinich back to Carfagna on the other side. Carfagna to Pincinich. Pincinich with it, has to pull up. Has Freeman at the point. Skates back to that side. Rauter still with it. Rauter to Pincinich. Pincinich walks in. Goes down to Freeman. Looking back across. Pincinich was there but couldn't get the tip towards the net. Pincinich blows a tire now as getting by is Schelling and Galante. Galante with it. Had it for a second as it's taken away. In on goal. Werber able to play it out of the zone. Rauter to Pincinich. Pincinich tries to get by Terrain, but a good back check by Galante. He blows a tire. Carfagna with it now. Has less on the other side. Carfagna fires and he scores! Damian Carfagna with a rip in the high slot gives XHP back the lead 8-7. His second goal of the night. Silverstein with it over to Grevy. Back to Silverstein. 10:30 left to go in this third period. Oak have been so good at responding after a goal is scored by XHP. We'll have to see if they can do it again, down by 1. Les, bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Opts to keep it. Has Whalen. Tries to feed him, bounces over his stick. Tried to go for the toe drag, but it's taken by Grevy. Now back by Whalen in the corner. Poked away. XHP still with it in the corner there, is now Grevy able to take it out. Grevy with it. Lays it for Konolov. Konolov with it to the point. Silverstein there. Through the legs, toe drag. Silverstein still with it. Tried to wrap it back on the forehand. No one was home. Taken out of the zone. Back the other way. 2-on-0. Whalen with it. Across. Looking for options. They go back to Whalen and they can't bury it. Silverstein was there on the back check to break it up. Konolov down low to Galante. Galante to Grevy. Grevy skates it himself, lays it for Konolov. Konolov walks in, fires a shot, saved by Werber. Puck still loose. Galante there, fires it across, and they score! Once again, Oak respond and tie it again. Score now 8-8 with 9:13 left to go in the third period. In the zone, Sordillo with it off the draw. Looking to send it in front for Ivan Chinch, but couldn't get a stick on it. Les with it. Over to Cool. Sordillo up ice. Ivan Chinch with it. Already has 2. Ivan Chinch with it. Fires a shot. Saved by Antal. Delgaizo back the other way with speed. Tries to go by Cool. Has it poked away by Ivan Chinch. Lifted up and out. Grevy. Over to Felix. Tries to dump that one in. Cool back. Les is there as well. Cool goes to Les behind his own goaltender. Les across. Sordillo there. Back to Les. Les decides to pull up in the neutral zone. On comes Router. He gets it from Les. Goes by Felix. 2-on-1. Router with it. With Sordillo. Sordillo with it. Fires that one off the post. Delgaizo with it now. Looking to go by Carfagna. Has to play it back. Looking for options. That one saved by Werber. Still in the zone. Oak with it. They cycle it to Felix in the corner. Felix still with it. Able to now move it out. Trying to get it to Giuseppe. Can't do it. Bouncing puck at the point. Delgaizo not able to keep it in. Giuseppe there. Delgaizo with it again now. He gets tripped up. We continue. Carfagna up to Router. Router has Pinchinich not able to handle the pass as it was in his skates. Pinchinich with it. Looking. Has to turn it around. Has Router. Not able to find him. Good defense by Oak as now they're able to get the puck back. Delgaizo with it. Gets by Router. Able to keep the puck. Big burst of speed from Delgaizo. Fires that one on. Werber makes the stick save. Played back the other way. Router there. Plays it to Pinchinich. Pinchinich pulls up. In the slot now. XHP. Freeman was there. Wasn't able to get the shot off. Schelling with it again. Already has a hat trick in this one. Silverstein to Schelling. Schelling to Terrain. Couldn't get the shot off. Bouncing puck still loose. Werber there to glove it up as Schelling hit the ice. 34 shots now for 43 Oak to 29 for XHP. Schelling and Whalen in the face-off circle, the 2 leading point scorers for both these teams. Terrain with it. Tries to feed it in front for Galante, but couldn't do so. Excuse me, that was Giuseppe. Giuseppe with it again. At the hash mark, sends it across. Terrain bouncing puck goes over his stick and out of the zone. Terrain across. Giuseppe with it. Lays it for Schelling. Schelling cuts through a few defenders. Able to send it to Terrain. He dumps it in. Schelling in the corner. Schelling to Terrain. Terrain looking for options. Tries for the wraparound. We're able to jump on top of it. Now plays it out. XHP able to get it out. Carfagna there. He's got 2 goals as well. Carfagna, good job to keep that puck. Getting tangled up with a bunch of defenders, but he's able to keep it. Into the zone now, Carfagna. Whalen able to stay on side. Carfagna dancing to the net, looking for the wraparound. That one right at the goal crease and cleared out. That one nearly crossed the line. Terrain was there, able to clear it out right on the line. Might be a game saver right there from Romeo Terrain. Into the zone, XHP try to go around Grevy. They do. Looking for options. They feed it over, across. Big save by Antal. Les wound that one up, and Antal made the save with the pads. Konolov with it. Into the zone. Down in the low corner, back up to the point. Kept in by Grevy at the blue line. Fires one in, and gloved down by Werber. .443 left to go here in this third period. Still tied at 8 apiece. Will we see another shootout? We saw 2 last week. As Galante goes hard into the boards. Great back check by the XHP defense. Konolov back to Grevy. Grevy at the point. They send it down low to Schelling. Schelling. Back up to the point. That one dumped back down low by Oak. Schelling in the corner across to Grevy. Has it poked away. Les trying to beat him to the puck, but Grevy is able to track it down in his own end. Final 4 minutes to go of the third. And that one played around by Werber, not out of the zone. Galante is there, able to toe drag around. Nice move. Tried to send it across, but Sordillo is able to break it up. Sordillo with Router. Sordillo over to Router, able to keep it. Sends it to Les. Les not able to get the shot off. He has to pull up. Down to Router. Router to Les. Over to the other side. They walk in. XHP, big save. That one loose again. Cool with it. Cool cycles around at the point. Tried to play it over to Les, but it comes out of the zone. Galante there tries to go by Cool, but good positioning by Cool to make sure Galante didn't get around him for the breakaway. Les to Cool. Cool with it. Felix comes in to pin it against the boards. In comes Schelling. Schelling tried to center in front for Giuseppe as it's taken the other way. Router with it all alone on the breakaway. Router walks in and he scores! Alex Router, the commissioner, makes it a 9-8 game. Puts it bar down and in with 2:54 left to go in the third. Enough time for Oak to respond. Already have done so in quick succession many times here tonight. That one in on Werber. Giuseppe was there, and Werber's going to cover it up smartly as Giuseppe was at the doorstep. That one centered in front. Felix is there, tries to put it through the pads, but Werber is able to save it. Freeman in the corner, wraps it around. We'll have to see if Antal comes out of his net for the extra attacker. Carfagna with it. Down to 2:30 left to go in the third. Carfagna sends it across. Freeman there. Has Pinchinich at the point. He sends it to him to Carfagna. Carfagna plays catch with Pinchinich. Pinchinich walks in, cycles back. Tries to go to the middle. Tries to go for the toe drag. Taken away. Back the other way. Del Gaizo. Foot race back. Del Gaizo in on the breakaway. And he scores! We're tied at 9 with 2:13 left to go. Once again, 43 Oak respond and tie this game up. What a performance from both teams. Oak able to pull this thing all the way back and tie it. Going goal for goal since the third goal of the game. Under 2 minutes to go now. Del Gaizo with it. Cycles around in his own end. 1:50 left to go. Up to Schelling. Already has a hat trick in this one. Schelling pulls up. Looking for Del Gaizo. Del Gaizo with it. Nice little move. Has terrain on the far side. Del Gaizo cycling. Tries to go for the toe drag. Gets picked off by Whalen. Whalen up ice. 3-on-2 back the other way for XHP. XHP walks in on goal, and they score! Take the 10-9 lead with 1:25 left in the third. The 34th shot of the game for XHP. Sordillo with it. They send it across. Whalen walks in and he scores! Just like that, XHP at the end open up a 2-goal lead. Whalen, top right corner, able to bury it. Makes it 11-9 with 1:21 left. XHP on it again. Whalen. Down low, Silverstein there. Sordillo with it. Puck gets knocked around. Carfagna. XHP just trying to kill off the rest of this clock here. Sordillo with it. Dances by Konolov. Nice little move. Whalen with it again. Whalen bouncing puck. Still able to keep it. Now poked out of the zone. Grevy there trying to get on it, but it's knocked away. Whalen to Carfagna. 45 seconds left to go in the third. Carfagna with it. Plays it up ice into the neutral zone. Whalen leaves it for Sordillo. Has Whalen with him. Tries to send it across. Went into his skates as it's taken away by Galante. Galante with it. Has Grevy and Konolov with him. Galante tries to wrap it around. Cycles all the way around in front. Konolov, huge save by Werber, and he gets the rebound as well. Puck still loose at the side of the net. Konolov there poked away into the corner. Final 10 seconds left to go of the third. Terrain fires one in. Werber makes the save and holds on to it. Down to the final 6 seconds. Puck comes out of the zone, and that'll do it as XHP get back to 500 on the season and win their second game of the year, 11-9 over 43 Oak. John Werber gets his first win of the season. Shots 39-35 in favor of 43 Oak, but XHP come out with the 11-9 win. Either way, that is going to wrap it up for this one. We're going to take a short break, have a nice little intermission between our second JPL game here tonight for the Pro Division between Team Chima and Lab Elite Hockey, set for 8 o'clock here tonight. We will see you in a little bit. My name's Carl Pascal. Make sure to tune in for the next JPL game in just a little bit. See you then, everybody.